So I left here Friday with pictures on the camera of this painting, and I posted them on Facebook and was pretty proud of myself. I really enjoyed what I did, and I thought, oh God, I've really nailed the feeling of the reference material and gotten the exact feeling I wanted out of the painting. But then I looked at it again Saturday and was not happy. When I came in, I took a look at this and went, it doesn't feel right. It looked too heavy-handed. So I spent most of Saturday working and reworking the painting and made a tragic mess out of it and ended up wiping the entire thing down. And I'm really glad I did. I was frustrated. I was really angry with myself and disappointed. But it's more important to me that I get it right. I get that feeling right, and that I provide the viewer with the best experience and the best view into who I believe this character is, this child is, than me just kind of putting up with it and saying, it's okay, nobody will notice. What I always need is to provide my best. Or I can't sleep at night, and then I get very upset, and I end up throwing the painting away. So, although she looks kind of bizarre and orange right now, what I'm doing, I'm so glad I wiped this down, because it's very important to me that I get every painting right but this one, because it's a gift for someone who was very helpful to me this past summer. So what I'm doing right now, what I've done is, it was all black on Friday in the background. Then by Saturday, the background was purple. Then I wiped it down Saturday night. Wiped down her face, wiped down any amount of light and dark I had done on there, and decided to start all over again. So this morning, or this afternoon, I came in, and what I've done is something I've only learned to do in the past few years. I'm applying my Gamblin Paint Company's Neo Magilk. I hope somebody tells me how to pronounce this, if you can see it under all that paint. And I'm applying Gamblin Paint Company's Translucent Earth Red. And unfortunately, I'm down to the nubbins on this one. This is about what it normally looks like. This is translucent orange, translucent earth orange. It does not have the same effect as translucent earth red. The translucent earth red is a nice brown color. And I think I've talked about this in other videos before, where it's a nice brown color, but you can add the Neo to it, and you get this really beautiful finish. Like it looks like a finish, a translucent finish, like you've mixed a varnish with it, but it's not. It's, this is now a paint that can be applied. And you can mix any color with the Neo and get almost the same effect. But the best effect for me, for what I want to do, is the translucent earth red. And what it's doing is it took all that really bright purple and pushed it into the background, because I don't want the purple to be the overwhelming image. But I've also applied it down here, some places in her jacket, and then as you can see on her face, it is not orange. Her face is not orange. She's not an Oompa Loompa. But what this is going to do is allow me to add layers onto her face so that at some point I can add whites, and it won't look thick and heavy with paint like it did to me on Friday. It looked fine on Friday, but fine isn't good enough. I need excellence. I need the best that I can provide. I'm so messy. But anyway, now I can start adding layers. I want to add the dark, the translucent earth red as dark, and add a few layers of that. Let it kind of deepen, and then I've got whites. But I've got this pattern in here from the aerosols I applied first that I want to be able to keep. In the worst way, I want to be able to hang on to this. The little rays of sunshine just because I love the pattern. And I had actually applied a lot of patterns to the background, trying different things. But it looks like I won't be keeping much of it for whatever reason. It just wasn't working with me. So I just want to keep a smidgen of some. And then some in her socks as well. And I had actually someone in here the other day, a friend, and actually someone who's a fan of mine who's in the mill building with me. She stopped by to see what was new. I get that, and I get that once in a while. It's odd, but she was telling me how much she loved this little pattern in the socks. And it's a pattern I've used before. It's from one of my doilies. Actually, let me get it. So this poor little doily has been sprayed and sprayed to death. But I cleaned it off every once in a while with paintbrush cleaner or acetone. I'll pour it on and then roll it in a cloth and kind of work it out, work all the paint out. And so I get to keep using this poor little doily. But that's what's in here. It's in a painting I called Winter Coats, where two children are dressed in winter coats. It was used in, I use it in socks, children wearing socks, all kinds of things. So I don't really want to get rid of it because I like it, and Susan likes it. So that's what I'm up to today, is kind of fixing. And as I said, like almost all my videos, some of them, or a few, maybe most, I don't know, it's all fixable. The 3 rules. It doesn't matter. It's all fixable. And then I forget the 3rd one. I always forget it. It doesn't matter. It's all fixable. And it's something. It's probably just doesn't matter, or it's fixable again. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I go, no, this isn't working for me, and wipe it down. Because I can always do it again and do it better. I can give myself permission to do better by using my cloth and wiping it down. So anyway, I'm going to try and plow ahead on this little guy. Really, I'm so excited. I want to get it done. Better get to work. Ciao.